Okay. Okay. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. So I just finished my run, so I might be a little hot. I need to wipe myself off a few times today. So just finished my run. Just finished my run without my running clothes. Woo. Woo. That's a test day. That's a test day. But I got out there and I got it done. All right. So welcome to the Be Your Own Hero show. HERO is an acronym, it means helping everyone reaps optimism. I'm your host, I'm Sacred Wrights. I'm an author and a motivational speaker. And here we go. Let's talk about money. Let's talk about money today. Let's jump right into it because today is Super Fast Friday anyway. I don't remember if that's what it's called, but on Fridays I tend to be a little looser with the schedule. Okay, so shout out to New Thought Radio, however, New Thought Radio Network, for allowing me this space and this opportunity to be here as a man with a stroke, working it out. Working it out. I had a stroke about 6 months ago, and I'm doing the do every day, fighting for my chance every day. Okay, all right. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. If you only spend, you'll stay poor. If you only save, you'll stay middle class. If you want to excel, if you want to get wealthy, you've got to spend money on investment. You've got to invest. You've got to invest because that money's got to be making money for you at home. At home while you sleep. While you sleep. That must be got to be making money for you at home while you sleep. So I know I caught somebody doing that today. I know I caught somebody doing it because I've heard conversations with people outside of the TV. Out in real life, I've heard people say, I never quite thought of it that way. So I'm gonna keep giving it. I'm gonna keep giving it. I'm gonna keep giving it because, yeah, you've got to think about it in a different way and think about it. No matter how small the amount is, you can do it. Oh, where's my dice? Oh, where's my dice? Oh man. All right. All right. Well, forget it. I'm sorry. You get a Friday off. You get a Friday off from spending. I got a six. I rolled a six and a one and a one. So 6, 7, 8 this week. Six, 7, 8 this week. So get your money together. Get your money together and donate. Well, donate. Set aside this money to invest, no matter how small the money is. Even if it's $1, even if it's $10, even if it's a small amount, you can survive if you put away a small amount. A small amount, 10% set aside, watch. It grows. All right. Okay. So anyway, no Mr. Miyagi, no Mr. Dice Man, no Mr. Dice Man today. All right. So let's talk about money. Let's talk about money. All right, so I think it's gonna show it's gonna go quick today. Well, let me say what's up to the people in the chat. Good morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning, Free King. Free Flow Friday. That's what I call it. Free Flow Friday. And I'll choose $3 and put that aside today. Well, thank you. Thank you. So everyone, our dice roll Monday is $3. So today, our virtual dice roll is $3. All right, that's what we got. We got because and see that was really great for me because it shows me that it's important to you. You out there in the audience, it's important to you because once you get it, once it gets its hands on you, you start finding ways to put more money in, to put more money in, and watch that small piece get bigger and bigger. Oh, that's great. That's great. So $300 whole way. All right. Thank you, Facebook user. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. All right. Got three on it. Three on it. All right. This is great. This is the first time this has happened. This is great. This is great. All right. Ashe. 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 Okay, let me resettle myself. So I was, oh, first of all, ta-da! another studio. Another studio. I'm in the Baltimore studio. I know yesterday I was in the the Tennessee studio, right? The original studio. Well, now I'm in Baltimore studio. And people have been saying that I've been moving around. It doesn't feel like that way to me, but I guess I have been zipping around. I've been in Baltimore, New York, Nashville, and back to Baltimore. So there's been a few things going on behind the scenes that I've been speaking about a little bit. But one is that there's been a death in the family, very close, and I spoke about that. But what I did not speak about is my tooth, right? So my tooth. Let me just get this over with. Let's get this over with. So my tooth. I went in to see the doctor because I've been seeing a doctor a lot because of what happened to me about 6 months ago. Look at all these pills, all these things that I take, right? And while I was there, my I had to look at my tooth. My tooth first said you need a root canal, right? Well, I said okay. I said all right, I'll do the root canal. Then they gave me a date for the root canal. You want to hear the date? May 5th. May. I was like, May is it's it's wait a minute, what day is this? It's February. It's February. I think it was still January when they gave me that. I was like, oh no, that's crazy. To go wait until 5th to May 5th. So I reached out to my friend, shout out to Sheets Endodontic and Associates because Sheets loves it's what he does root canals. That's what his whole business is. So if you're in Nashville and you need a root canal, I highly recommend you go. But anyway, I went to Nashville and I got the root canal like that. Like that. I got the root canal already. You can't even tell, right? You can't even tell. Got done like that. And so I no longer have to wait until May 5th because that's a long time to wait with a tooth that was broken. So now the tooth is fixed, everything's fixed, done, done, right? And so that's a boon. But also, I was thinking about this. I was thinking about, oh man, I really wish I could go down south and get that. And then I looked at the plane tickets, and they were easy money, easy money. And I don't know what it was. I think for me, it was my divine spirit that I was looking for tickets at the right time, right? Because last minute tickets are high, but they were not for me. They were not for me. I mean, so take what you want from this idea of me zipping and zapping, but I'll tell you, it was good. It was very good for me. So I was quite impressed. So now I'm in Baltimore. We've got another family member that passed away, and we're dealing with that. And hopefully everything will go well. Everything will go well. So that's a little bit about moving and grooving. All right. So let me talk about what I want to talk about. Oh, thank you for my condolences. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yes. And I wanted to read to you a little bit from the book about. I'm sorry, just feeling a little hot. But I want to read from you from the book that comes with the secrets to trading penny stocks, because he has done a number of things. He's given us DVDs. I guess I shouldn't call them DVDs, but he's given us a lot to watch. He's also given us a book. So I started reading the book on the flight. I have to say, and feeling like I was the only person on that plane, on those planes, that was a connecting flight, on those planes, who was reading about the stock market, made me feel this sense of I don't know, of power. Like I'm trying to change my future. I'm trying to change my future. I'm not saying that other people on the plane weren't reading other things to help them further themselves, but I just mean I felt a good way about doing something so strong for me. All right. So anyway, I just wanted to read you this quote. This was really funny. Okay. All right. Here we go. Anyone who tells you that you can become a millionaire overnight with a small starting capital is trying to sell you a pipe dream. It's trying to sell you a pipe dream. It's trying to sell you a pipe dream. So see, I pulled this out because I've fallen for it. And I'm sure you have too, right? I'm sure there's been some time somewhere where you were like, oh, just a little bit, just a little bit overnight, a little startup capital, and next thing you know, I'll be a billionaire. Yeah, I know fallen for that a couple times. I know I've fallen for that a couple times. I'm sure you have too. You have too. So this is not what what trading stocks is promising you. That is not what trading stocks is promising you. Trading stocks is teaching you a hard way to go. It's hard, but it's possible. It's possible. I know of a kid, well, several kids now, actually, now that I'm paying attention, but one kid in particular he was making making $100,000 years before he got out of high school. Out of high school, okay. Like a kid can do it, I can do it. If a kid can do it, I can do it. So just get into it. Just get into it. Just get into it. All right. So that I want to call that out. And uh and well, I guess I spent too much time reading it now, so let me read it out loud. This course cannot guarantee that you will be a profitable trader when you finish it. See, that's important because what they'll do is they'll give you the information. And what you got to do is do the information right. But the information, as I've talked about, is clear. It's clear in terms of how to approach this thing that we'll call trading. Trading. Let's just call it trading because you've got to know what they're talking about, and then you've got to try and try and try. And remember, the first day you try, you're going to be terrible. You're going to be terrible. But if you keep trying, though, you'll get to the point where you're magnificent. I'm going to do it. I hope you do it with me. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So that's complete. Now, I want to tell you about money real quick. Real quick. Mm-mm-mm. I was home with my mom the past couple of days, and she reminded me of something I just completely forgot about. I just completely forgot about. So, Linda, I hope you're watching because you're gonna get a kick out of this. Okay, so my grandma gave us stock, right? But oh, that's a good question. How did we get the stock on my grandma's demise? How did we eventually get the 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 huh? Oh, that's an interesting question for us to find out, Mom. So we've got to figure out how to get the stock from our fallen predecessor. But anyway, she fell and she oh Linda's here. Linda's here. Okay, great. So she she gave us the stock, like Linda did, like Linda did in her family. Her family left some money, left some stock to her, some AT&T stock, right, Linda? So since some AT&T stock, and she Linda did not sell any. She did not sell any, and that's what I want to talk about because my grandmother, bless her heart, bless her soul, she gave us a big bit of IBM stock, right? But we didn't know what to do with it. We didn't know what to do with it. We did not know what to do with it. So I'll tell you what I did. I did what I did. I cashed it out and I went and I bought an album. An album. Yes, Sekou has an album out. I found it. I found it when I was in New York about a week ago. I was like, "Oh man, look at this! I have an album. It's got me, my hands all running through my dreadlocks and everything. I have a CD. I have a CD. Yes, me. And as you know, you haven't heard of me doing a CD, so that's went by the by, you know. But but I'm telling you this because I got a big chunk of money. I got a big chunk of money from selling that stock. From selling that stock that I went straight to the studio. Straight to the studio. I was like, all right, man, let's make some music. And everything that I had to do, I spent money on. You know, photos, um, everything, hair, everything. Just writing checks. And I can't imagine how much that would be. Actually, I can't imagine it. I will figure it out. I'll figure it out. I will take the amount that I spent then in this was in my college years. My college years. So the amount that I spent then, if I hadn't spent it, if I left it in stock, what would it be? What it would be? What it would become now? Now, all three of us spent ours. Me, my mom, my aunt, all three of us, we spent our money. We split the money, split the money, and took it, and just took the cash. And I have a very clear recollection for what I spent my money on. I don't know if they do or not, but I have a very clear recollection. Sekou on the microphone. Sekou on the microphone, and I still have it. I still have it. So I commend you, Linda, for not selling, for not selling. And it's important that we recognize the power of knowing what to do. Like my grandmother acquiring IBM stock, fantastic. It going to the three of us, fantastic. But she should have told us what to do with it if she knew. If she knew. But have something in these regular conversations where you talk about what to do with your money. See, this is important because we don't talk about money. We don't. We don't talk about money. We talk about everything else that's happening in the family over Sunday dinner, but we don't talk about what's happening financially. And that's something we ought to talk about. Like this is what's happening. I think this is happening. Talk that stuff through because can you imagine where I would be? Where I would be instead of having an old CD of me in the hallway in the closet, where I would be now. Mm, 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 mm. So I'm gonna do the math. I'm gonna do the math and and see how it is because Linda had it right. Linda had it right. She kept the money where it was supposed to be. She kept the AT&T stock where it was supposed to be. And that is the winner. That is the winner. Because no matter what she did, if she had taken that money out and spent that money on something, even if she remembered it as clearly as I did, it would be, I don't know, it would be like like that. Like that, like wind in the sands. Wind in the sands. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, so I want to just shout that out. That these are my stories. These are my stories because I need you to understand that I don't have it right. I don't have it right. I am trying to get it right. And if I had known what to do with my IBM stock when I got it, man, oh man, I'm going to do it by years too. I'm going to do it by years. What would have happened to it when I if I kept it in college, and what would have happened to it if I kept it even later, even later? If I kept some in where was supposed to be stock where it's supposed to be, and taking out some and split that sum on the album, right? Both my sister and wait a minute. This is Linda. Linda saying both my sister and I kept our inherited stock, only a few each. Okay, okay, kept our inheritance stock. Okay, all right. So yeah, you kept some. You kept some. It's important. It's important that you kept some. And what that money is doing, like go look it up, Linda. Go look it up. Look at the difference between when they gave it to you and what it's worth now. Look it up. Because I'm going about to do my math on my IBM stock that's gone with the wind. and I'll do my math with you. I'll do my math with you. All right. So I mean that just tickled me. That just tickled me. I was like, oh yeah, I remember the album. The album. Oof. Anyway, before I go off again, let me back up. Okay, so that's that. And let's see. There was one thing I wanted to say in terms of the stock market. I just want to say again to it as a smart person, as a smart person, you need to know that smart people do poorly in the stock market because we're trying to find a win, trying to find a win, trying to find a win. What you need to do is when you're trading stocks for investment, for long-term investment, you need to do what I did not do, which is save the money, save the stock, save the stock, save stock, and have it on a company that's big and bold, like IBM, like IBM, like IBM. But be that as it may, that's what you want to do. You want to save it, and then in terms of trading stock, you also want to watch for the 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 trend that is trending in smaller frames. Like so, when you're looking for a a stock to do well over time, you're looking at like 3 to 5 years. 3 to 5 years, it'll start doing well. But when you're looking for a stock that's that's trending well and has like 200%, you're looking for the day. You're looking for the day. But you in each thing you're offering the same thing. You're offering like you're in both instances you're choosing to to watch a stock that move higher, but in long term savings, you don't worry about whether it goes up or down because you're holding out for long term, right? So we have to have a separate account to trade for smaller frames. Do you understand? So in both instances, it's higher versus lower, right? You're watching the same chart, but in one chain doesn't matter because you're saving for the long haul. But in the other hand, you have to watch it. You have to watch it because you're going to trade it for small amounts. All right, and they'll tell you if I can do it, you can do it. We're going to do it together. We're going to do it together. I share. Okay, so hero news, hero news, hero news. I actually gave most of it away. I am here in Baltimore with another um, family member has passed away, and we're doing it, but it's feeling like a family reunion. It's feeling like a family reunion. The way that we're all coming together and all texting about meeting up, and so yeah, we're getting it together. We're getting it together, and in terms of pain, well, let me read my quote for my own edification. Pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. Pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. Ashe, ashe. Pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. So I've experienced pain every day, but I've been dealing with it. And what's been dope for me is doing train plane travel myself now because I've done it for a number of times, but this time a number of times in rapid succession, and I feel good. I feel good. You know, I've ridden the the wheelchair up close, but you know, but I feel good. I feel good about traveling and doing what I'm meant to do, and on on the recent flight, the guy next to me was trying to talk about the fact that he was on a bender. He'd been drinking all day. And he would talk about his smell or whatever, the smell of the liquor. I was like, no, I couldn't smell any of it, but I felt good about me being able to have a completely conversational plan, converse, uh, to see like this, like I was able to speak with him. I was able to speak with him, and there was no kickback at all. And now, mind you, he was drunk because he was drinking a lot, but still, I felt good that he had no pushback, you know, and so that means something to me that I'm able to interact with people as I move through the process and able to communicate with them. Uh, well, I mean, you know what I'm saying, right? Like to really be able to talk to people and without seeming like I'm trying to figure it out. You know, so I felt good about that. I felt good about that. So I hope you understand what I'm saying. But it's just that my voice and my my elocution has been kind of kind of sort of. And so basically being out there on the world on my own has been very gratifying. I share. Very gratifying. All right, so tomorrow, oh, that's it. This is a happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I will see you Monday from wherever I'll be. And I want to talk to you about where my IBM stock would have been. I'm going to add it up. I'm going to add it up. Miss Linda, add it up. Add up your AT&T stock. Let's find out. Let's get to numbers. Let's get to numbers. Monday, let's go. Monday, let's go. All right. So counting down, counting down. It's gonna hurt my heart. It's gonna hurt my feelings because no matter how little she got some saved, and I've got none. I've got none of that IBM stock. Just gone with the wind. But anyway, and I got a lot album. I got an album. I gotta find the album for you. I gotta show you the album. Oh, maybe I can sell it. Maybe I can still sell it. That'll be good. And then I sell it, and then I can take the change from the album sales and put that money straight into the stock market. Oh, that would be great. That'd be great. All right, so stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right, I'll see you later. I'll see you Monday. All right, later.